My dears, welcome to my class. Today's class is gerund. Sir, gerund ఏంటి? What is called a gerund? The present participle of the verb which acts or which plays the role of a noun is called a gerund. It means to say that present participle of the verb means the present verb which contains ing form. For example, present means V1. If V1 is accompanied by ing form, it becomes present participle of the verb. అంటే V1కి ing form జాయిన్ చేయట్లయితే అది present participle of the verb అంటాం. Actually, the present participle of the verb does three functions. Before going to know the functions of gerund, first we have to know what is present participle of the verb and what are its functions. Let us know. Okay, come to the point. Here you see, is playing. Playing is a verb. It plays the role of a verb. Next example is, don't disturb the playing boys or boy. Here, don't disturb the playing boy. If playing is also a present participle verb, but it plays the role of an adjective. Here it plays the role of a verb because it has the continuity of the action. Here it plays the role of an adjective. It means to say that here the boy should not be disturbed. Here, don't disturb the playing boy. Here, playing is an adjective. But here, playing is his hobby. Here, this is called a gerund because it plays the role of a noun. What do you understand by this? Present participle of the verb plays three roles. One as a verb. The second one is as an adjective. And third one is as a noun. Here, if the present participle of the verb plays the role of a noun, it is called a gerund. అంటే అర్థం ఏంటి? ఈ ప్రజెంట్ పార్టిసిపుల్ ఆఫ్ ది వెర్బ్ నౌన్ పాత్రను పోషించినట్లయితే దానిని మనం గ్రామటికల్లీ వీ కాల్ ఇట్ gerund. Okay. Now, he is simply saying that, let us define it. Present participle of a verb which plays the role of a noun is called a gerund. Let us know how is gerund used. What is usage of gerund? Gerund is used in different ways. Everywhere, in everywhere, it plays the role of a noun, but the placement of the particular gerund, let us know it. Here, it is used as a subject. It plays the role of a subject. Let us see here. As a subject, teaching is his hobby. Actually, teaching is present participle of the verb, but it plays the role of a noun. So, it is called gerund. Next one. Smoking causes cancer. Smoking causes cancer. Here, smoking is present participle of the verb. It plays the role of a noun. So, this is called gerund. Let us come to here. Swimming makes you strong. Swimming is present participle of the verb. It plays the role of a noun. So, swimming is called gerund. Reading books makes you wise. Here, reading is present participle of the verb. It plays the role of a noun. So, this is called gerund. Like this, wherever the present participle of the verb plays the role of a noun is called gerund. Here, it is used here as a subject. In the same way, here, let us see here. As an object, let us study the examples. She likes painting. Here, painting is object of the sentence. Here, the present participle verb is used as a noun called gerund. She knows cooking. Cooking. It is a gerund. He likes hunting. Hunting. It's also gerund. What do you understand by gerund? Gerund What do you understand by gerund? That the way in which the present participle of the verb acts as a noun is called gerund. Here, she knows cooking. She knows cooking. You must stop smoking. You see, here it is used as a subject. Here it is used as an object. There are two functions. What about the third function? It is used before prepositions. It is used before preposition. Please listen to me. Here, he is fond of playing. Here, playing is a gerund. Here, it follows a verb. So, what do you understand by this? Gerunds follow preposition. Here are some of the examples that I am going to read here. He was fined for coming late. Here, for is a preposition. Coming is a gerund. Gerund is nothing but the present person of the verb which acts as a noun. That's all. Indirectly, it is a noun. Next. Here, I have no idea of going there. Here, of going. Here also, the present person of the verb, which we call gerund, follows a preposition. Here also, they are not interested in completing the work. In completing the work. Here, completing is a gerund. The gerund follows a preposition. Come next. Here, as a complement. Complement is nothing but say something about something. Or say something about somebody. That is the additional information given. Now let us see here. His constant habit is sleeping. His constant habit is sleeping. We are talking about him. We are saying something about him. That's why it is called complement. Complement. That's why here his constant habit is sleeping. In the same way, my favorite hobby is gardening. Here, gardening. Gardening. Next, Mother Teresa motto was serving. Mother Teresa motto was serving because she was meant for serving. Here, this area tells about the complement substituted by gerund. Understood? Next, in supposition to a pronoun, generally some ideas are imparted by us, told by us. Those ideas are to be presented by using gerunds. That is one of the ways which we follow. Let us study some of the examples here. Here, it is foolish saying. It is foolish saying that. That is an idea what we get. Suppose somebody says something. You want to tell your idea what you have. It is foolish saying that. Saying that. It is waste of time waiting here. That is also idea. It is waste of time. What is waste of time? Waiting here. This is the way in which the noun is represented through gerund, which is derived from present parts of the verb. Next, it is unwise calling him. It is unwise calling him. Calling is a present parts of the verb, which plays the role of a noun. So that is called it is called a gerund. Then what do you understand by all these things? Sir, you have a doubt. Suppose, actually, how can we differentiate what are the primary functions of a gerund? Just I am going to explain. Gerund is nothing. Gerund and emi kadandi. Present participle of the verb. And verb ki ingi form cheste present participle of the verb ayindi. ఏ present participle of the verb నౌన్ చేసే పని చేస్తుందో దాన్ని మనం gerund అన్నాం. ఏంటమ్మా? The present participle of the verb which plays the role of a noun is called gerund. అంటే అర్థం ఏంటి? Present participle of the verb నౌన్ పాత్ర పోషించినట్లయితే దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ gerund అన్నాం. ఈ gerund ఎప్పుడు ఉపయోగిస్తామంటే ఒక సబ్జెక్ట్గా ఉపయోగిస్తాం, ఒక ఆబ్జెక్ట్గా ఉపయోగిస్తాం, ఒక ప్రపోజిషన్ ముందు ఉపయోగిస్తాం, తర్వాత కాంప్లిమెంట్గా ఉపయోగిస్తాం, ఒక ఐడియాని జనరేట్ చేయడం కూడా దట్ ఈస్ వాట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ ఇన్ సపోజిషన్ టు ఎ ప్రొనౌన్ అని వాడుతూ ఉంటాం. అంటే ఎన్ని నేర్చుకోవాలంటే ఈ టాపిక్ అనేది మన ప్రపోజిషన్లో అక్కడ కూడా క్వశ్చన్స్ అడిగే అవకాశం ఉంటుంది. దట్ ఇస్ ఓన్లీ ది రీజన్. అట్లీస్ట్ సమ్ ఎక్స్టెంట్, హార్డ్లీ 10 minutes యూ హ్యావ్ టు స్టడీ ఆల్ దీస్ థింగ్స్. ఓకే, థ్యాంక్ యూ. లెట్ us meet in the following class with countable and uncountable nouns. Thank you very much.